Do you need protection from bad spirits or negative energy? This is a question that someone sent through, and I realize it's a topic that I haven't spoken about at all. So I'm glad I got this question because I think it's actually something really important to talk about. So, protection. When it comes to this, I see so many other psychics and mediums talk about it, and I feel like I have quite a different philosophy on it. So, the way I understand the spirit world, the way I've experienced the spirit world, it is pure unconditional love. It is essence, it is healing, loving, creator energy. Why would you need to protect yourself from that? It honestly does not make sense to me. Anything that's coming from the spirit world truly is love. And you don't need to protect yourself from that. You are not in danger. I say that with a laugh because I understand the question, and I think it's a very, very valid one because it really, your experience of the spirit world or what you think is the spirit world is really dependent on your belief system. So unfortunately, there are belief systems, there are ways of thinking and ways of people communicating, especially like, movies, TV shows, ghosts. There are ways that the spirit world is portrayed that is just simply untrue. And it's really doing everyone a disservice because it's just creating fear where there is literally no need for fear. The spirit world is love, unconditional love. Anything that you experience that isn't unconditional love, that isn't healing, that doesn't make you feel good, better about yourself, it isn't the spirit world. I'm saying the spirit world is pure love, and anything that you experience that isn't pure love isn't the spirit world. So basically, when it comes to your experience of the spirit world or the perceived spirit world, it truly is all about your belief system. If you believe that the spirit world is benevolent, loving, kind to you, always acting in your best interest, which it is, that will be your experience. But if you move through life, and this, if you, when you're inspecting your own belief systems, look at your life as a whole, not just the spirit world, or even just zero in on one aspect of your life, and it'll probably give you a really good understanding of the way you move through life. But if you tend to be fearful of life, really anxious about life, thinking there's someone always coming to get you or there's something always going to go wrong, that will typically be your experience of the spirit world too. And that really, it colors your experience of it because that's the lens through which you see it. So understanding your belief system is really important. And if you recognize that your belief system is one of fear, and probably it's because you've been conditioned it to be that way, so please don't be hard on yourself if that's what you recognize. I still have to work through stuff that I think about life and, my own experiences. But once you gain an understanding of the ways that you see the spirit world, the ways that you live your life, you can start to, unpack that and see, question that. Is that true? Is that the experience? And, whenever, as a medium, I've done countless readings and I've spoken to many, many spirits, and they've always come with love and with compassion and care and healing messages. It's never been bad. Sometimes the spirit has had unpleasant life experiences, and if they're showing me unpleasant things, that's purely the evidence that they're giving me of their life. And once I convey that to you, once I've passed that on to you, so you understand that yes, this is the person I know, and yeah, they went through this challenging thing, that experience passes and they come through with a healing message. So sometimes, spirits can show me things that aren't great purely because that's just what they've experienced in life. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay to see those things because I know that they serve a purpose. And so if you've attempted to connect with spirit or explore your own spiritual connection and you've come up against experiences that were scary or that made you fearful, please know that there's nothing wrong. There's no entity attached to you. There's no bad spirits around you. There is no negative energy in your aura. It's purely fear that you have in your belief system. And like I said, please don't get upset at yourself, about this. It's something that as humans we pick up because of our conditioning. So know that you aren't in danger. Absolutely, I promise you, you are not in danger. There is nothing attached to you. It's just a belief system. And when you are fearful, when you are scared, unfortunately, if you go out looking for ghosts, if you go to haunted mansions, you are going to have scary experiences purely because your mind is expecting them and your mind will typically create them. So if you come to this work, your intention is really the most important thing. Me, for my intention, is to come, the spirit world is, my belief system of the spirit world is that it's loving, benevolent, healing. Always it's working in my highest will and good. When I connect, it's always for, a divine greater purpose for someone to hear a healing message. When, I do this work, I think the most important thing about my work truly is sharing the message of love from the spirit world. And I hope that that's conveyed in this. I feel like I've seemed a little angry, but it's mostly because the spirit world is, unconditional love. And it makes me sad that a lot of us have been conditioned to be fearful of it, um, when it's just not the case. So, like I said, my intention is purely to work with love. And that doesn't mean that the messages are always nice. Sometimes things are challenging. I get that. But I see that guidance as love. I hope that makes sense. Like, I've had to hear difficult things too, right? I've had to go through difficult things. But I understand that there is love at the core of that. It doesn't mean it's all love and light necessarily. I hope that makes sense. It's everything for your highest will and good, to elevate as a soul, to grow, to learn lessons. There sometimes are unpleasant things as a part of life, but the spirit world will never put you in a position where there's a spirit that's going to come harm you, where there's something that isn't working for your, highest will and good. I truly believe that.